don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll set up to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And second and 10. He'll look to throw again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll run with Sanders. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
On 2nd and 12, Jones gonna let one fly for Robinson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just running with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, a little bit more caution cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 25 on second down, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's third down.
For Denzel Mims. Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14, Giants 7.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram.
Jones pass.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants 17. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. It's Sanders, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's complete right around the 8. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 41, Jones. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
at their own 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
New York.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jones.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
At the Eagles' 13-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Jones on 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here is Eckler. And he's going to be met at about the 43. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It's Eckler again, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd down.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
He's tackled it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 2nd and 9, Jones looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Jones on third down. Got a man. It's Mims. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Jones now. Going to throw again. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This is a counter play, Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, he's got this one completed to Mims. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third down.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling it out.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Miles Sanders.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Taken down at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This ball complete to Rager. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Bring it. Bring it. 53's a Mike. 53. Check 53. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Hey, check. 57. No sweep. It's out time, guys. It's out time. 57 to Mike.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run the counter. It's Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run the counter. Sanders. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 16. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll hand off here to Eckler. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Davion Taylor on the stop.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of
that one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 20 all.
fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say, let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And we've got a timeout.
He's brought down at the
9 seconds remaining.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
The pass intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 2nd and 9. Now a first throw here in overtime. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the they go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
Okay, ready? 52. 52 to the left. 52.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First down, Giants.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? The handoff, it's Eckler. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
23.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big